Hello students, I am again here for half yearly exam, and today we have to start our first chapter that will come in half yearly exam. So that is sound chapter. Today we will start sound chapter and we will go through. So first, what is sound? You all know sound is a form of energy. There are a lot of other forms of energy: light energy, magnetic energy, geothermal energy, just like that. Sound is also a form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. So sound is a form of energy that produces sensation of hearing to our ears, and we are able to hear all the sounds. Sound is produced by a vibrating body such as bell. You have seen bicycle bell, school bell, door bell. So lot of bells are there. All the bells are producing sound: sitar, drum, tabla, guitar, violin, sarangi, etc. So these are the object which produces vibrations, and through vibrations sound is produced. Now the propagation of sound. Propagation of sound means how sound travels from source of sound to other place. So sound needs material medium to travel. Sound needs medium. It can't travel in space without medium. So sound needs material medium to travel from the source of sound to other places. When an object vibrates, then the air produced it is also vibrates and carries sound waves to our ears through the vibrations of its molecules. It means when a object produces vibration, that vibration put the effect of nearby air, and that air also start vibrating, and through the molecules of air the vibration passes from the source of sound to other places. Here just go through how vibrations passes in air. Here we have taken one metallic object that is called stunning fork. It is made up of iron, and here we have taken one hammer. If you will hit the hammer, then the stunning fork will start vibrating. You can see the vibrations, and these vibrations are moving from source of sound to other place. So while it is moving, you can see two different ways. All the sound waves are nearby. This is called C for compression. This position is called compression. Then sound waves are putting pressure and it is moving, then that is rarefaction. So this alternate continuous process is called compression and rarefaction. By this process, sound waves moves from source to other places. The produced vibrations travel in all the directions. These vibrations, when the sound produced, the vibration of sound travel in all the directions, not in one particular direction. By this method, travel in all the directions by the alternate process of compression and rarefaction in the medium. The sound vibrations, we can go through these sound vibrations. It is a longitudinal sound. This is sound vibration. This way sound vibration is moving. When the sound vibration is moving in upward direction, the top of upward direction is called C for crest. C, you can see it is the topmost point of the vibration of sound in upward direction, and in lower direction this is called trough. This is the maximum displacement, and the top point is called trough in downward direction. This way sound vibration moves, and the maximum displacement of sound vibration is called A for amplitude. You can see here A, these are the amplitudes. Maximum displacement of sound particles. And between two consecutive crest or two consecutive trough, this distance is known as lambda. This is called lambda. Wavelength. This is also known as wavelength. You can see C for crest, T for trough. So you have to go through this figure. In our next video, next class, we will start discussion for this sound vibrations once again. And before that, you just go through all this, and also you have to note down all the materials, whatever I am teaching you, along with figures at the same time in your notebook, note copy. While you are asking copy for correction, we are not getting such things. So it is not good. So okay, this much only today. Just go through, try to understand. Any question, any query, you can ask through the messenger of Campus Care. Okay, thank you.